I'm gonna do this. Just throw it at you. No, I don't have to. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the first round of the ARB Australian Off-Road Racing Championship out here at Rainbow, Victoria, with a balmy 30-ish degrees, a little bit of a breeze, which is going to hold up all weekend, I believe. We've got about 48 entries this weekend out here at Rainbow, and we're just going to wander down the Scrutineering, see if we can holler some of the drivers and navigators, crews, to have a yap. We've got, I think there's only one of the, apart from our cameraman, who finished first here last year, and with Bo Robbo, we've got Chappie, who finished third outright here last year, Clayton and Adam, been a gun team forever. We may as well start with you guys, hey? Have a quick yap to you fellas. I've got your own microphone this year, Clayton. How are you, mate?
That's Flash. I'm good, mate. How are you?
Very well, very well. Any major changes?
No, nothing at all. Just a motor that has conrods pointing in the right direction and all the block intact.
I was going to say, why fix something that isn't broken, really?
Yeah, that's it. We just had such a good run last year, mate. Those rounds that went well for us that we decided to stick with it. A little bit of a shock setup change, but just very, very minor stuff. You know, the last 5%. So we're always chasing for it to be better. That's just how off-road racing is, eh? So, but yeah, looking forward to it.
It's been a big off-season, really. It's been, what, 5 months of between championship rounds here for the ARB Championship. Is there anything else been going on in the background, mate, in the meantime?
No, not a great deal. Just, yeah, actually Adam and us and Stu...
team building exercises, rock climbing together, any of that sort of stuff?
We went to the Mint 400 with Michael Marshall and Talbot Cox. That was a pretty good team building exercise.
Yep.
Spent a couple of weeks over there in America and got to experience that for the first time. So that was pretty cool as a crew.
Yep.
And, yeah, see how big the holes really can get. So.
Now, excuse me, but I was meant to come early and go for a run around the reconnaissance lap. I didn't. What's the track like? Is it still the same? The sandy section's still rough as heck out there?
Yeah, basically last lap last year is our first lap this year, so it's pretty gnarly out there. It's going to be pretty tough going. If track's going to get worse and worse over the week, it's going to get proper brutal. So
we have had a fairly dry, hot summer down here in Victoria.
Yeah.
Do you think that's made the sand change out there, or even the farm? You know, we head out on some main roads on the way out there.
Yeah, definitely just looser. It's just more powdery everywhere it feels, and the sand is just soft.
We did have one down in that small race down in Portland. They all said the same thing as well. It was very soft.
So it's going to it's going to be tough for the little blokes and little cars, that's for sure. So
lucky you've got bulk horsepower.
Yeah, that's it.
Now we've got a live on board with you this weekend.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting to have the Starlink on the roof and. Yeah, a bit of live action. We're trying to get the audio from our intercoms in the cameras too, so hopefully everybody can hear Adam's pace note calls and my sorries when we have a moment every here and there. And yeah, we're looking forward to that. So I hope you get on the Facebooks and the YouTubes and check us out.
All right, well done, mate. Thank you. We'll have a quick yap to the Adam in the passenger seat, mate. What did you think? Same track, just variants of terrain as far as dry, dusty.
Yeah.
We've got a bit of a breeze. Well, I haven't. The weather says there's going to be a bit of a breeze this weekend. So
yeah, no. So I think Clayton mentioned it. We were out there having a chat, and that first lap is literally going to be what the last lap was last year. So we'll be going out there. Very rough track for everybody involved. So we're all on the same track though. So anyway, that's we'll see how we go.
I reckon those guys with lesser suspension will love to hear that.
Not really, no. But yeah, great track. We loved it out there. It's always a great race to come to, and it's so good to kick the year off like this. So thank you.
No worries. Thank you, mate. Cheers. We'll speak to you. Good luck during the race.
Thank you.
The Clayton Chapman, Adam Maguire. The Barnetts, I see him hiding. Craig. The whole Barnett team, love this team. They're a lot of fun. They always finish well. They've only had a couple of little mishaps over the last few years. What's happened in the off-season, mate?
Mate, it's been hurry up and wait. We've already, 6 months. The Mac 1000 got canned. We were ready to go then. So yeah, it took longer to wash the trailer than it did to prep the buggy.
Haven't had any drive time in it or much
Nothing.
time?
No, mate. Just drove it straight up the ramps.
Oh, good.
Yeah. No, we're keen.
And your thoughts on the track? I'm going to ask many what they think of the track. I tell you why. I haven't seen it. I need as much info as I can. So is any bits of change from last year that you know of, or thoughts on the track?
It's rougher out the back again. Yeah. Every year's rougher. It's going to be horrible.
I know. There's a lot of flies out here too.
Right, yeah. But yeah, looking forward to it. I reckon that's where we make the difference.
Yeah.
Just how much you want to punish yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be up for that. It's a big girl's last race for me. She's old.
On to
So
the new
one will be Glenn Towers' machine. Will be here for the second round.
Yep.
So yeah, pretty excited about that.
Yeah, I'm excited to see you in that.
Yeah, so no, we'll get there.
This has been a super reliable car for you, though.
Oh, mate, I
know you do a lot of work on it, but gee whiz.
We just thought, we reckon we've done 40 races, raced about 16,000 Ks in this.
That's phenomenal.
We're just sitting back there working it out. So.
I think I've seen you maybe not finish one.
Yeah, well, you probably should have been there when I first started, because there was a few. But we learnt pretty quickly and learnt by our mistakes, which we made a lot of. So she's been a good rocket. So yeah, won't be sad to see it go, but yeah, we'll be keeping an eye out for it.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck for the weekend, mate.
Thank you.
See you out there.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for Frogs Hollow too. There's no pressure.
They are my pick for the top 3, by the way. Yeah, as you said, no pressure. Another one. Don't go anywhere.
I'm stuck.
They are one of 2 of the Burrows entries. How was your off-season, mate?
Yeah, good. Yeah, did a fair bit to the car. Had a lot of time actually. So
hang on. Still nothing, mate. And I'm bloody disappointed. Disappointed. There's no boost on this thing yet.
No, I've been really enjoying the Pro Light. So yeah, just standard sort of stuff. You know, we didn't really have to touch the motor or gearbox, but just went over the whole car. Did our standard prep and had a lot of time on our hands. So we did a lot of testing and we're pretty confident with it. Hopefully it'll go all good.
Yeah. No major changes, or just
not really. No. Pretty
hey,
setup.
Number 3 on the roof. That means that Maddie finished 3rd outright in last year's ARB Australian Off-Road Racing Championship. So in a Class 1 car. So it's no easy feat on itself, but super reliable team and super capable driver. So you ready? Tell me your thoughts on the track. Once again, I'm asking most people, what's your thoughts on the track out that did pre-run?
Yeah, went pre-run, went and had a look. No, it looks good. It's the same. We always come here and say, oh, geez, that sounds rough, but I reckon it'll be good. The car will handle it like it did last year, I think, hopefully, and if we have to make a tune-up or whatever, but yeah, no, I think it'll be good. The prologue track looks good. It'll be fast, so hopefully we can steer around there, no worries. And yeah, it'll be a bit of fun.
Yeah, no worries. I'll see the Colonel. Is that the Colonel?
Yeah, Colonel's our mascot. We acquired him on the way to Hilson at some stage, and he's come with us ever since. So that's our little mascot. Yeah.
All right, mate. Good luck.
No worries. Thank you very much.
All right, Matty Burrows, car 3. I don't know where the old man's nicked off to. Mark, another champion of the motorsport in this Monk Fab car. Phenomenal bit of gear, and once again, two absolutely phenomenally prepared cars. The Burrows team, Tucker and Tucker. They're an easy name to pronounce. I'm going to the wrong side of the car again. We're going to wander up.
2 years.
Yep.
So I haven't driven it in a race.
Yeah. So good luck.
Oh yeah, I know the track here. I've been here since 18. So tomorrow.
I'm glad I'm getting the same response from everybody else.
Yeah,
as well.
They did.
Yeah.
The good thing is I've always been here in the wet. In 19.
We had a big.
That was most of Australia. We didn't race on the Saturday. They cancelled, and on the Sunday we were cold, wet, and it was horrid. But I'm going to put some more ride height in after I saw the track today. So we'll do it tomorrow morning. But
save the bottoming out.
Yeah, it's
fuel capacity. How much fuel do you carry?
Getting over the sandy whoops is get the right speed and not wreck the car because.
What engine's in it?
K24.
As nearly every other Class 10 car, isn't it?
Well,
they're a popular engine, easy to get power out.
It's not. We tuned it safely, so not crazy. We can go to 9,000 rest. We don't want to do that. 8,200 only.
We want you to do that because we want to hear it.
Mate, if I come at 8,200 rest past, you hear it. It screams. So it's we'll see how we go.
Okay, enjoy.
I will.
See ya. I'll speak to you throughout the weekend.
Thank you.
Whiz. I'll have to practice that one. Righto. Hey mate, you got your own microphone here for a minute.
Wow.
The pup, another Honda powered Class 10 single seater, same as. You didn't have this in all the time. You had a
SR20.
That's right.
It's brand new. Yeah.
You tested?
running around the paddocks testing in it.
Yeah, no. This is the first race with this motor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I haven't seen you at a race for a little while. Well, I don't think we've seen anyone at a race for a little while. Let me think about it.
No, it took a year. It took a year.
Yeah.
We got it done. Yeah. But I had to bring the car into the 21st century, Sandy. So
Yeah.
yeah, nice dash.
Does it feel more responsive? It has to.
It is
It's
more
a
responsive.
stupid
yeah.
question, really. It's got to.
And they go, oh, grouse. I don't know what they're talking about, but it sounds cool. Yeah, that's different.
What do you think? Do you go for pre-run?
Yeah,
What do you think?
it's rough.
Yeah.
It's rough to.
You ready?
For the start of a race? Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, always ready.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I love coming here. It's good.
Any changes to the car, engine and dash? Any other changes, suspensions and
ECU.
stuff's the same?
No, that's all the same.
Yep.
But yeah, just mainly the horsepower. Little bit of horsepower gain.
What about
and,
transmission?
Still Ford and sequential.
Yep.
That,
We'll see you throughout the weekend.
worries.
They are, folks. The pup in car 1036. A Haby entry. Same old cars last year. I want to say same old car.
Yeah, pretty much
It's
the
one
same.
of the freshest cars out there in my mind. It's Love and Element.
Yeah, and I had a couple issues a couple of weeks ago with the converter.
Yep.
Had to replace that for some unknown reason. But yeah, no, it's all pretty good. So yep.
When was the last race you did?
It was Pines last
Yep.
year. Yep.
There you go.
Yep, so.
So it's just been testing on the farm.
Not really, no. No, I just went to do a dyno run here a couple of weeks ago and found the converter was no good. So
Yep.
had to do that 2 weeks ago. But yeah, look, it's good now. So
Good power. Still the boosted one.
2GR
was it?
Toyota.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still same motor.
Same configuration.
Yeah. Yep.
Different motors after a while.
Yeah.
But
that happens.
yeah, it's the same thing. So
All right. What did you think about the track out there?
look, we've come here a few times and haven't done that well through breakdowns. But look, I think I reckon it'd be pretty cool once you go on top of the rough.
Yeah.
Be good. Looking forward to it.
I reckon the car's looking forward to it. One of the better looking cars
Yep.
out there, as far as and especially as far as handling goes.
Yep. No, look, they're big holes out there for sure. But that's what we've got this for. So to try and smash through it.
Okay. All right. Well, enjoy it. We'll
Okay.
see you out there during the weekend.
No worries. Thank you.
And I'm sure we'll catch up after prologue, probably, when you're up in the top three. They are Haby's Owen entries. We might actually let let a few move up. We might go for a wander, get a chat with some of the others. Go over and find some of these guys. They sort of go through scrutiny. Another Honda powered engine, Lumicraft, super fast, super competitive team. Even when they're stuffing around, they still seem to do good. Bowie normally with his daughter Ella in the passenger seat. Another 10 car, the Visses entry. Another Lumicraft. Roland Polchow in this little supercharged rotary of 3 races, Roland? Yep. He's having a mouthful of food. I don't need to stop you for food unless you want to have a chat, but yeah. Some of these guys are getting psyched for the weekend. Oh, there you go. It's Brian Robinson's old car. That would be one to be owning, I tell you. Robbo's obviously with our man behind the camera in the passenger seat, won the Rainbow ARB Steel at Big Desert 480 last year. 620, another side-by-side Maverick. Starting to become a little bit more popular. The side-by-side cars, I think we've got 11 Class 6s this year. We have 5 classes with only 1 entry in them, which was Class 5, Class 7, Class 8, Class 11 and Class 66. So we're going to be a little bit light on there. Taylor Apostoles. Is that right? Yeah. Come on. I haven't actually met you before. Whoever's phone's that, don't forget it. You ready?
Yep.
I'm Sandy, by the way.
Hello.
I'll probably be annoying you all weekend. It's here and there. Tell us, how'd you go around the pre-run today?
Good. Yeah, good. It was very rough.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to chop
That's
up.
literally the first words that everybody had. You think you're all set, ready to handle it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who have you got in the passenger seat?
My dad and
Yep.
my friend. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Nice.
Yeah, no, we had a race earlier on a few weeks ago and had a lot of issues, so we're just hoping we've resolved them.
New car to you, new car to you?
New paint job, but not new car.
Oh, okay. There you go. Yep, nice.
Yeah.
All right, well, enjoy.
Perfect. See you later.
They are Taylor Apostolas, and I'm going to try and get that right all weekend. Here's the Cibo car, Class 4. They just came down. They were just out at Portland a few weeks ago, down in Victoria in the soft sand. I think everyone suffered a little bit of heat issues down there. Satori's 6016 car. Matty Hummer, who's been here a few lines, sponsored obviously by Raceline Wheels. Swerves Tyres, that's Matty Hummer's own business, but Raceline Wheels is heavily involved in him and his vehicle as well, and the championship. So thanks to that lot again. Michael Hackney in the only Class 8 entry car. Absolutely, probably the best car here for the weekend, mate, I've got to say. Does it get any better than that? No. I'm going to say how it is. Martin entry. We've got Brent. I'm actually not too sure who's in the passenger seat with Brent this year. I didn't miss. Oh, Andre De Simone is in the passenger seat with him. Brent's been a national championship a few times running. Long time in the second generation, a long time in the sport, the Martins, and we always thank them for their support of our championship. So he's gone a 4-litre. I know they did have a few little issues with the engine last year, but their preparation is second to none. Don't get me wrong. If it fails, it's something that is so overlooked on their team. It's every time they come here, either them, their team, and even on the weekend. 4 Class 10 single-seaters. We've got Tickners, we've got the Pup, we had Sean Ratcliffe and John that we spoke to earlier, Vissa. I'll get it right one day. And once again, all weekend, folks, I am very, very much not the best spoken fella out there, so I don't actually know too much about that car either. It wasn't on the entry list that I saw, so it might have been a bit of a later entry. But gee, wow, what a well-presented car. The Millspec Engineering entry, car 83. I don't know, like I said, it looks like it's got an LS in it. About all I can really tell you about this car. Once again, I don't know, and being that time of day, they all park up and then nick off. But I believe this is the son of Rowley, who is the owner of Steel It Australia, who put a phenomenal amount of energy into off-road racing, especially over the last couple of years. Steel It, if you don't know what the product is, go and look it up. It is a sprayed application and distributed, obviously, reading that off the side of the car, that it's distributed by Private Parts Engineering. But they've put a lot of energy into it. I can't remember. It's been off-season, yeah? Give me a break. Something. Ecotech, Duratech, one of those. But it'd be a fairly snotty little bit of gear, I'd imagine. These boys jump out the car and disappear. Slink off into the distance. Righto, another Class 10 car. The Chappies, who have also been contenders. I've raced against the Chappies for a long, long time. They've been in the... once again, we know Clayton pulled the goods here on the podium last year in 3rd place. Stu here in this Class 10 behind us. They've had this car a little while now, and they've put turbos on it, pulled turbos off it. I don't know the reasoning behind it, but and I don't even know where Stu's disappeared to holler him and have a yap, but I'm sure. Yeah, Clayton just said to me he can run fast when there's a camera around, so we'll catch up with him out throughout the weekend. He's not a man of many words, Stu, either, so he can be a bit of a hard one to get hold of. Ross Newman, I'm going to say probably one of our older gentlemen of the sport, and travelled from Warwick. He's the Warwick vet up there. I'll probably say that a million times this weekend, but he travels to nearly every single race on the calendar. Tell you what, Ross, before you get out, mate, I want to have a couple of words with you. How many races are we doing this year?
14. so far.
Do you need a new driver? Because I'm free.
I need a new car.
This car has got to have done. It's got to be competing up there with the Cougar Racing entry with the amount of entries it's done. How many races has it done?
This is its 4th year. It's done, I don't know, probably.
I think one year you did nearly 20 races.
No, it's 17. This is done.
Any changes? It looks like the same car.
Yeah, same car as last year.
Yep. No changes?
No.
Wait, now you tell me what you think. What did you think of the track out there?
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, it was good, but I didn't finish last year, so I want to finish this year.
You went for the pre-run today?
No.
I didn't either, but...
I thought if I did that, I mightn't start.
I didn't either, sorry, but the only person that has said that it wasn't absolutely like we finished last year was Matty Burrows backing in next to us.
Yep.
Everybody else has said, geez, it's rough.
Oh, yeah, it was terrible rough last year.
Well, I believe that's what you're starting on, but I know you'll enjoy it.
I'll have fun, always have fun.
All right, mate, thank you, and we'll see you at the finish, and I'll speak to you throughout the weekend. They are, folks. Ross Newman, what a character. And we've spoken to Matty Burrows, so we might wander back around. And so right now we have shut off the whole of the main street of Rainbow here in Victoria to have a yap to some people. Scrutineering, they do this every year. We're trying to get that to do that at other events as well. We do have Wakery, and I forget what date Wakery was. I think it was, I'm going to say end of July. I'm going to get... Beginning of July, someone's just yelled at me. We have Wakery as our second round, which is a cracker. And then on to Goondiwindi, which we know is a phenomenal race up there on the Queensland border. And then we're going to wander back down to our finish off at the Pines. I tell you what though, I see Mark Burrows. That's Mark Burrows' car. I'm going to grab Mark as his car disappears here. Mark, any changes to your car on the weekend? I saw you every time the camera comes around, you disappear. So I've cornered you this time, mate. Any changes?
Man of very few words.
Yes.
No, look, not really. No, we've got a much better, upgraded engine, same engine, but with just a few more tweaks.
Yep.
Did a fair bit of shock work, suspension work,
yep.
Valving and stuff. So we're hoping we've gone in the right direction. Felt good at home in testing. So yeah, let's see what it'll do tomorrow.
Now, it was sort of strange. I spoke to Matty before, and he was the only one that so far said to me that the track isn't. He didn't say it was rough as hell. What did you think?
I thought it looked pretty good. It doesn't look a whole lot different to last year. I did think in the sandy section, which usually gets rough, and look, I'm sure it's going to be extra rough by the end of the weekend.
Yeah.
But yeah, looks like a whole lot of fun. The great prologue track.
Yeah.
First part of the track's super fast, so that's always a bit of fun. And then the rough bit in the middle. It's got a bit of everything. It's an off-road track.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, mate. I'm sure I'll speak to you throughout the weekend, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Mark Burrows, one of our Australian champions, meeting again here this weekend. Righto, when I'm going to be able to get him, there's Mr. Tucker going through scrutiny. Now, what we might do is just quickly, while we're going through this, through scrutiny, I tell you what happens at scrutiny. They check everything from horns, fire extinguishers, they check harnesses, they check all the safety equipment basically. Things like accelerator linkages might get looked at. Emergency cut-offs, they've got to have seatbelt cutters up on the B pillar there. On the A pillar next to the driver, accessible from the outside of the car. All that sort of stuff. They have, this one's got a fire system. They need to know where the battery is. They need to have a safety triangle in them. They also need to have a tow rope in them. They need to be marked where they can tow from. The battery is meant to be marked down here with a blue triangle as per the rules. So there's a lot of rules that come into it. It's not just a matter of show up in whatever you found in the paddock. They need to have two forward-facing lights of a certain amount of wattage. They need to also have an operable horn. So there's a number of different things that need to be past scrutiny. They also need to have a reverse gear. So they can't, in the early days, some of the cars never had reverse gears, so they have to have a reverse gear. Everybody's everybody's gear is checked as far as apparel. They have to have undergarments, balaclavas, Hans device, a neck restraint. They need to have a helmet that's checked for cracks, etc. What else do they need to have as far as garments go? I think that's about it. Yeah, gloves. You've got to wear gloves. So, Mr. Tucker, can I holler you for two? Pretty good. And the only reason I say you're pretty good, you've got a number 2 on your roof, and that tells everybody you're pretty good. It's finishing second last year in the championship, and we know that you're a strong contender at nearly every race. Anyway, any changes to the car, mate?
Mechanically, no. But yeah, cosmetically and physically, yes. We've, Luke Urseg Motorsport built a new roof for us just to try and get a bit of aerodynamics, try and keep up with the pro cars. And we've got a new
Being that it is a Class 1 car too, folks.
Yeah, so V6 naturally aspirated. But yeah, look, we got a new wrap on it. It was a bit of a family debacle.
A little bit less green than last year.
It is, yeah. We did keep the green there, but nowhere near as much. So I just left that up to the missus and the daughter, and that's what they come up with. So yeah, it doesn't look too bad.
Suspension the same?
Everything else is the same. Yep, same as last
year.
Same engine. Yep, we've actually
Still
got
a Nissan.
Yes, Nissan VQ. We've actually got another motor to go in it when we do go torque converter, but we just ran out of time in the off season, so we'll just go with what we had.
Mate. We've just had 6 months off.
I thought it was only 3. But no, look, it's,
you haven't done any races this year already?
No. This is it since the Pines last year.
Yep.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, awesome, mate. Well, good luck. Actually, tell me, what do you think of the track? Did you go for a pre-run?
We did, and it's bloody near rougher than when we finished last year. So yeah,
I got the same words.
They were getting bogged.
I literally got the same words from everybody.
Tires. Yeah, no, that's look, same problem for everyone. So we'll get through.
All right, mate. We'll see you throughout the weekend.
Good on you. Thank you.
See you, mate. They are car 2, the second of the Tucker entries. This first one we had a holler with Standens, Rhett. Let's go and have a holler at Rhett. Good afternoon, good evening.
There you go, mate.
Coming to you live from Main Street, Rainbow, Victoria, for the first round of the ARB Australian Off-Road Racing Championship. Any changes to the car?
Yeah, we fixed the front brake.
Track on the pre-run.
Bit rough.
It's going to be interesting.
Very, very interesting.
Another one for rough. I literally only had the Burrow. All right, fellas, good luck, and we'll speak to you throughout the weekend. They are Rhett Standen's car 92. Sporting looks like an LS in the back. Can't tell you too much about it. 241 heads. Now this is a car. I haven't. Now tell me about this car. I don't know this car, do I?
Probably not. It's only done MA stuff, so.
Tell me about first AASA event.
Yep. No, I've done Don River.
Yep. Tell me about the car.
It's a 2008 Ford Ranger.
Yep.
Class 5 obviously, so 37s.
Yeah. Ready for this track?
I think so. Hope so.
I reckon most of this track would nearly be harsher than the Don River Dash.
It would be, yeah. That sandy section looks interesting, that's for sure. We did think, and then getting out there, I was like, yeah, it looks rougher than we think.
Yeah, some parts are, but it's a pretty enjoyable race, and it's a long race, so 480 k's of Victoria's best anyway.
Yeah, and look, I think the rest of the track makes up for the little bit where it's going to be uncomfortable.
You do get 20 or 30 k's of that.
Yeah. The first section, whoop section, is really close, so I think that's you're just going to have to deal with that. But the rest of it doesn't look. It's not overly too bad, really.
Yeah.
It's off-road racing. That's what we're here for.
Yep. Mr. Kaminsky. Righto.
Nice vehicle. We bought it 3 weeks before Fink last year, and lucky enough to finish behind Bo Robertson off the leader. And then unfortunately we got home, we were all keen, and then we'd lost some metal.
Yep.
So look, shortage of parts and all that sort of thing. So we've only just got the motor back, for this year. Real keen to concentrate on the Australian side of racing this year. We'll probably give the American stuff away for a bit with the way the dollar is. And
I was about to say this. They do travel overseas a bit to race over there, but good to see it doing it in Australia.
Yeah, well look, we did September last year in California. Look, this year we're keen to do the Aussie stuff. Last year was a bit of a letdown with the car failing. We're on a bit of a roll. So, look, this weekend And then by Sunday, my arthritis will be all gone in my weary old bones. It's not flat track, it's rough track, and that's what I like about Rainbow. So
And it's 40s or 42s?
40s, yeah, run. It should be good in the big whoops anyway at the back. We did our sight lap this morning, so I'm excited to see they're still there and haven't been graded out. So that's where we'll get to rely on the rough part.
What top speed, just for those at home?
About 197. Yeah.
That's
So
fast enough for me, probably.
oh, look, you're going to be up.
Town are actually long, straight, fast, hard pack roads. So,
Away from them pretty quick. Because then coming into town, that fire, my bones just don't warm up quick enough. So I'm going to be doing some chase travel a long way. From down from the Gold Coast. So yeah, good to get out of the wet state and come somewhere where there's sun.
It's actually predicted. I just looked at the weather earlier. We've got a couple of days. 3 days today, tomorrow and Sunday, all around 28 to 30 degrees.
It's sort of back in the pack a little bit.
Look, passing in that dust is
it's going to be, and especially when there's so many trees on this course. I hope no one comes unstuck. So everyone have a good, safe race. And
Mr. Kaminsky, car 434, folks. Here this weekend, raced all around the world, and put out our Australian name across the world. You know, I'm going to, just because I'm that type of guy. I've got to be that type of guy because that's my job. What's going on? Well, yeah, I must say the same thing's happened to me in the past. Actually, I think it was my first off-road race where I couldn't drive out of the scrutiny tent, so I feel the pain. We'll let them do their thing because they're about 4 cars away from going through the scrutineering tent. The horn. They're hiding. Look at this. We've got all the local shops open down here. Like I said, they shut the main street. They shut the main street for a bit of a play. Now this car is another car. It's been around for a little while. Mark, do you want to have a yap about it? I need to give Mark a quick yap about this car, car 88. We'll go up and tell us about the car, Mark, please, as we wander up to it.
All right, so Racer Engineering, nice right-hand drive buggy, Holden V6 in there, 3.5 litre D-stroke twin turbo. Blew up the engine in Millicent. And,
not last year.
No,
year before.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
So it took a while to get a new engine built.
Yep.
Pistons, new heads, new block, and everything. Rebuilt the turbos. DeGrucci made new exhaust for. Mark's driving, DeGrucci. Yeah.
Yep. Who's in the passenger seat? You?
I'm in the passenger seat, yeah.
Anything else done to the car? Same suspension as previous?
Really, the car actually hasn't done a lot of miles, you know, ever since we bought it brand new, and it's probably almost 10 years old now, and it's probably only done. Yeah, out here to have some fun, and just the idea is just to get around.
Yeah, what do you think of the track today?
Just ripping up those roads is pretty amazing. Nice and wide, nice and safe.
And there's a breeze this week. Well,
the
weather says there's a breeze this week.
I hope the breeze stays. Yeah. So but out
my bald
the back,
head hopes the clouds stay too, mate.
Yeah, you should have a hat on. The back section, as everyone's saying, it'll test out the suspension for sure.
All right. Well, good luck. We'll see you at the end of Prologue R88. I don't know who else we've got yet to go through. I don't know who we've missed, but I think we've got most cars. I'm going to say most cars because I know we've missed a couple, but the atmosphere down here is fantastic. Just a really relaxed evening. And there's a lot of chat about Lockie about to roll into scrutiny. I'll let you roll in with the microphone, mate, and I'll keep chatting, sorry. There you go. Any changes over the off season? Same car?
This is different car for me, but this is Dad's car from last year.
I was thinking it was a different car. That's why I asked.
Not the X3 anymore. We stepped it up, but
roll in. We'll get in trouble by the scrutiny team. They got a job to do. Good. You? Yeah, we'll let just watch what they do when they run through the scrutiny. They also got to check front and rear lights. I forgot to mention earlier that they check rear lights. You've got to have a rear brake light, you've got to have a permanent amber, and you've also got to have a flashing blue strobe on the back of your car as well for scrutiny. And of a recent one that's also come out, you've got to have, I think it was a kilo of fire extinguishers on the back. So I think they've got one each side here on this one, tucked up the back, which is accessible from anybody outside the car. You've got to have a kill switch inside the car, kill switch outside the car. Righto, tell us about the car. You've driven the car. Tipping, you've driven the car before. No? First time?
No.
It's very similar to your other... No, your other car's a different car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I'm just down the street to make sure everything works once we put it back together. I've not touched dirt in this car yet.
How long since you've raced? Since September, so this will be interesting.
I've been doing plenty of work on them, that's for sure.
It's been a good off season. I know Greg Campbell's got Campbell Motorsport, GRC Motorsport, sorry, in Sydney based.
Yep.
Which does a lot of side-by-sides, cages, preparation, all that sort of stuff. So I'm sure the preparation's second to none when it comes to side-by-sides, mate. And I think there's 11 Class 6s this weekend, what I counted.
Yeah, we've got a fair few of them, but yeah, certainly having spent so many years on them, we know, how to work our way around them and make sure they last. So that's what we're here for, try and make it to the end. It's going to be a tough race this weekend. Just seeing the track today, it's already chopped up. It looks like it finished last year, so I don't know if it'll...
I'm glad you've said... We've heard the same words from everybody except for the boroughs that we've spoken to so far. Everybody says it's the same as what the finish last year was. So
it looks like it's already going to be a rough weekend.
Yeah.
It's going to be a really hard weekend on axles, I reckon, and just a bit of everything really. Mainly the drivers, I reckon. It's going to be a long one.
All right, Lockie. Thank you, mate.
Thank you.
We'll see you during the weekend. Lockie Campbell, folks. Maverick R. Car 651, and then there's once again the Kaminsky's cars in getting looked at. Tell you what, once again, our championship sponsors, I'll just run through them again. We've got Raceline Wheels, who we spoke about before. We've got Mickey Thompson back on board again this year, and once again ARB, who have been with this championship since its inception about 10 years ago. I can't remember the exact date. But they've sponsored off-road racing for a long time. They've backed it strong, and they're also backing the ARB Big Desert 480 here out at Rainbow, as well as Steel at Australia. So we'll go for a little wander back down this way, see if we can catch a couple more drivers. It's a bit hard because, like I said, once they park up their cars, they disappear, especially when they see us coming with a microphone. They seem to nick off and get scared. I don't know, we're not that scary looking, I didn't think. I'm going to holler. I'll tell you who we're going to see. There's Mick Marzon over there. We could go and have a chat with him at the back of young Chappie's car. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Mick Marzon's got a lot to do with our off-road racing. Excuse me, mate. Can I interrupt you for a chat?
G'day, mate. How are you?
Mick Marzon, I'm going to stand here so we're on the same eye level, because I'm not the biggest lad. You can have a quick chat. We've come a long way as AORA. You've stepped up to the plate.
Yeah.
You've done a lot for the sport over the last few years. How are we looking?
Yeah, good. I mean, look, it sort of was the progression, I guess. Really proud to be in that position. See how I go. AORA is a pretty good animal to help along. Like, you're just sort of steering the ship along, really. I mean, it's a good bunch of people. I mean, everybody.
A lot of people do a lot in the background.
Yeah,
that people don't even see.
And the good thing about AORA is we're not out in front. We're not telling everyone what to do. We're just there. I mean, we support ARB Championship, obviously, and then do all the rules and regs. Sit in the background, do what we need to do, and that's all we really need to do. I mean, I haven't come into the role to do anything silly. I come into the role to keep it going, keep the momentum going.
So, for anyone who doesn't know, AORA basically is the governing body that manages the rules.
Yeah, so basically we manage the rules. You know, the ARB, the four ARB clubs run their own championship. We come up with the rules and administer everything, and you know, we get a bit of money in from licenses and stuff, and we just use that, put it back to clubs, and you know, like really, if we're cost neutral every year and we're giving back to grassroots clubs as well, that's what it's all about, really. I mean, and then you know, not bringing in anything that's silly. Any rule that changes is all decided on by competitors. So that's the thing I liked about it. So it's a good position to be in. That's why I come down this weekend.
Now, just so you know, anyone that is watching at home, Mick has raced here many times. He's raced here, there, and everywhere, really, all around the world. And I think last time you were here, you had engine issues.
No, I broke an axle.
Oh, not far from the finish line, actually.
I was running fourth and I broke an axle.
Right near the finish line.
Because the new ones had turned up Friday before we left. So
yes, that's right.
Look, I love coming here. It's a great. I think it's a great track. I'm helping the Mickey Thompson guy put some banners up, but I think I've sold my buggy at home now to Drew Callender, so that's going on a new home, and I've got a new racer truck coming. So
beautiful.
Hopefully it'll be here at the end of the year and be here this time next year racing. So that's the plan.
All right, beautiful. Thank you, Mick.
Thanks,
we'll see you out there during the weekend.
Thanks, lads.
They are Mick Marson, the Grand Poobah of Aora at the moment. So many people go put things together to keep this championship going, including people. We've spoken to the Burrows team. They're all cool, collected over there. Forsman's. The Forsman's 201 entry. We're going to have a chat to them. How was your off-season, mate?
My off-season was great. My Navies was really busy. We had the car all torn down back to bare chassis, and we've had it powder coated, and we've popped a new dash in. We've done we've done gearbox, we've done CVs, we've done shocks. We've basically been over the whole lot, and so
any major changes?
I've turned up occasionally.
It is. I was going to say it is just a 1650. We've only got 2 1650s here this weekend. Like I was saying earlier, we've got 5 classes with 1 entry. I think there's 2 entries in Class 2 and there's 2 entries in another class. So Class 6s, and I think there was 5 Class 4s.
Yep.
So, we've got a couple of big classes and a few smaller classes.
Yeah, it's nice to have Brian here, the other Class 2, and hopefully during the season we'll get some more guys turn up and join us, which would be good. So we'll see how we go.
This fella wants to chat.
G'day, bud.
Can I sit in your car?
Of course you can.
There you go.
No worries at all. So
that's what it's all about.
That's it.
That's what Friday night's all about, folks.
No major changes.
Everyone can sit in this car if they want.
Absolutely. Yeah, all the kids. If you can fit in it, you can get in it.
There you go.
Yeah, no changes to running gear or anything.
How do you think you're going to go in that sand out there? Everybody has said.
Well, we have no issues with it because we're in first gear and doing about 30 k's an hour, so we just get around. Obviously, before and after the sand, it's really nice. Yeah. And then in the sand, you just get through it and wait till you get to that tractor. And once you got past the tractor, then you know that you're out of it. So that's the plan anyway. So hopefully we'll have a good weekend.
All right. Well, it's good to see you here, mate.
Thanks,
we'll
Andy.
see you throughout the weekend.
Good on you, mate. Thanks very much.
Car 201, Forsman entry. They've been a big contender in off-road motorsport for a fair while now. We've spoken to the Tuckers, we've spoken to the Barnetts, we've spoken to Visse. Spelt Wiss, said Viss, I think. James the Pup, another Tucker car. I can see Brent in the distance. I just hollered Brett out of the crowd here, enjoying family time and all that sort of stuff. But, mate, we didn't get to have a quick yap before. What changes have we made? The car sounds phenomenal again. We know you had one little engine issue throughout the season last year. You had 1 or 2 little issues, which I know you guys are BL over anyway.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a learning curve, the new engine. It was always going to be sort of something people haven't done, and we're sort of going in
So
different
just
directions.
for those that don't know, it's a 4 litre.
It's a 3.5 litre, and it's been bought out to
a 4 litre.
4.4 something litre.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's
And
got
a
a bit
real
more
snotty
go.
thing. Yeah, it sounds fantastic. V6.
Yeah, so just a little bit more power. Hopefully the same reliability, but it wasn't the case last year. But
It happens, and I know. Look, the Martins. Anyone that does know the Martins knows how particular they are as far as preparation goes. So
Yep. No.
Have you had much seat time in it since this motor's gone in?
We actually did this thing called testing.
Yep.
Never done
Nice.
that before. Yeah. So we went down to Avalon and had a little crack there. But it's only a little track there.
Yeah.
But Geelong Club put that on just a few weeks ago, and it all went well. So I was pretty happy with that, and hopefully it all translate to this weekend.
Yeah. All right. Well,
we put in the effort. That's the main thing.
Previous championship winner here in the ARB Australian Off-Road Racing Championship, Brent. Thank you, and we'll see you throughout the weekend.
Cool. Thank you.
Cheers, mate. They are Brent Martin with Andre De Simone in the passenger seat in that black and yellow Class 1 car. Wherever he's parked it, I don't even know. Who haven't we spoken to? We haven't spoken to the Owens in car 30 down here, which I don't know where they are. But the atmosphere down here, everybody's out having a drink and a chat, having something to eat. There's some older faces floating around that I haven't seen for a while. Even this fella, haven't seen him since last year. Actually, it's different man. But who we got? I haven't spoken to Sean Ratcliffe. I don't even know where he is. Actually, I don't remember what Sean looks like without a helmet on. So that could be a challenge in itself. And I don't know where the Owen clan is. But the Owen Truss entry, car 30. This car's been around for a few years now. I believe it's still the same car. Twin turbo V6, another one. Torque converted car. So, well, I think we're mostly done here, folks. So we might wind up tonight of our scrutiny side of the section here in Rainbow, Victoria. Round 1 of the ARB Australian Off-Road Racing Championship. ARB Steel at Big Desert 480, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. The racing starts at 10 a.m. Prologue starts. The cars will be out on track and getting lined up early. They'll do a driver's briefing, and at about 9 o'clock they will do their reconnaissance, line up, and we'll probably be going live sometime just before 10. But the links will be on the AORA pages, AASA pages, all that sort of stuff. So search around your Facebook feeds, etc., and you'll follow us tomorrow. So thank you. We'll see you in the morning. Cheers.